Welcome back to Content Classroom. And this week we're talking about 7 things that you're overcomplicating about video marketing. It's a lot more simple than people make it out to be. And I'm here to kind of break those rumors and myths and showcase you how simple it can be if you get that procrastination out of your own way. And 9 times out of 10, when I speak to people, it's actually procrastination that's stopping you, not any of the things that I'm about to talk about. So first of all, choosing a niche, right? What topics am I going to talk about that's going to activate my target audience? ChatGPT, right? Ask it some questions. What questions are my target audience searching for? My target audience are, and you must know them, like otherwise you wouldn't be here. Tell it who your target audience are. Ask it what questions they're searching for. Ask it to come up with some ideas about videos that you could record. Very, very simple. Get started. People spend far too long trying to create a strategy that they never actually deliver on, when actually the people that start delivering see consistent result before anybody else. Get out there, start releasing things, even if it's not perfect, and see it work its magic. If nothing else, talk about the sorts of questions that your clients are asking you on a daily basis. Talk about some of the projects that you're working on, maybe anonymize that if you're not allowed to give out the full details, but absolutely use inspiration from everyday life. If you've got nothing else, ChatGPT and any AI model will be able to give you some great foundations to build from. Video length is another one that people worry about so much. There's short form videos. What's a short form video? What's a long form video? The truth of the matter is you need both. You need everything, right? And you can't build everything from day one. So my advice is just get on camera and talk and see what comes out. My own experience is that longer conversations like this are easier to record at first. Monologue into a camera or maybe an interview with a friend or a partner or a client or whoever via a Zoom call, for example, might be a great way for you to start. And it feels uncomfortable for the first 5-10 minutes until you get into the conversation. And then from there, the conversation flows really nicely. That content can easily be clipped up into short clips, longer clips, left as it is as a full conversation. There's lots of different ways that you can use that. But my own experience is that the short clips raise awareness and bring people to your profile. They're more likely to get watched because they're less of an ask of the audience's time, but they don't really drive engagement and results and conversion. That's what your longer videos are there for. So your longer form videos, things that are over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, they're there to add value back to your target audience. And it's those videos that will give you subscribers and followers who eventually will start to watch your full-length videos, realize that you're the expert that they need, and sign up with you. Posting schedules. Again, when do I post content out? Again, very, very simple. Worry about the perfect time to post your content out, no matter what the platform is. Put yourself in your target audience's shoes. Think about the day in their life. When are they having downtime? That's it. That's all you need to worry about. Maybe it's 8 o'clock in the morning before they start work at 9 if they're office based. Maybe it's 6 o'clock at night after they've finished their working day and they're just chilling before they go downstairs or do whatever it is that they do. Maybe it's a Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. whilst they're boxing off their to-do list for the next week. There's lots of different ideas that you can test out, but the point is you need to test it. So be consistent with it for a few weeks and look at the results, change it and compare. That's it. There's nothing complicated about that. Stop using it as an excuse for not posting things. Call to action. Now, I hadn't even heard of this until about 5-6 years ago when I started in the B2B landscape. Right? A call to action. And everybody worries that their call to action needs to be something salesy. It needs to lead to a directly attributable action. So you can go, yes, we had X amount of people turn up on the website via this link that we created. Right? That's not the case. Maybe all you want them to do for their call to action is to like the post or reshare it with their network or comment on it with their own experiences or challenges that they've had around the subject that you've been talking about. Maybe it's you want them to head over to the YouTube channel where you capture them more effectively. But your call to action should be fairly simple and try and keep to just one action. Try not to give them a plethora of things to do, because if you do more than 1 or 2 actions, they'll do none because they'll be confused. Their brain will just not process the rest of it and they'll just skip past it. Give them something really simple and effective to rally around. Scripting versus speaking naturally. I'm a big fan of this. So I've no problem whatsoever with having some notes and some topics and themes that you want to go past. And I'm doing that right now. I've got a list of the 7 points that I want to make on this video off to one side. You'll see my eyes go off to one side. I'm not even going to hide it, right? It's there, but it's not scripted, right? Because that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. It makes your video super hard and it doesn't come across naturally for a lot of people, a vast majority of people. If you're going to script something, you need to rehearse it so well you can read it without looking at the script. That's not achievable for everyday content, nor does it come across as well in everyday content. You've got to be able to ad-lib. Comes with practice, comes with time, comes with iterations. But start and you will get better. If you never start, you will never get better at it. But honestly, have those bullet points and talking points to one side. Put them on a sticky note on the camera if that's what you need to do, so you can't see yourself, so you're not feeling self-conscious, and just talk through them. That's the important thing. And then platform strategies. So people worry about where it is that they need to be active. Now, chances are most of my audience that are watching this are B2B. I'm going to assume that most of you are, because if you're not in my target audience, sorry. And probably not also be on the channels when I'm putting this out. So B2B audiences tend to be LinkedIn predominantly. And I don't want to hear my audience isn't on LinkedIn, because they are. They're probably going to be on YouTube now, which is something a lot of people don't consider. And newsletters. People love newsletters. If it's an engaging topic that they're interested in and you're a credible voice of authority in your area, newsletters are great for that. My thoughts would be pick 1 or 2 to start with that you want to be consistent across. And the good news is no matter what your content you're creating, if you do it with video first, it can be repurposed across your other channels at some point in time. So even if you don't start with Instagram now, in 2-3 months time, when you're a bit more comfortable with what you're putting out on LinkedIn, on YouTube, then you can expand onto Instagram and start with your earlier content, getting it out there, just repurpose it in that 4:5 ratio that Instagram's now favoring, or vertical format, if you're not aware of that. And you're going to get noticed. You're not creating any more work. You're not creating any more content for that. And you're just going to gradually expanding outwards. But don't try and burn all the candles at once, right? Pick one candle, set it on fire, do it well, and you'll be fine. 7 things you're overcomplicating about video marketing. Boxed off today. Now what's your excuse? See you later. Bye-bye.